Howdy YouTube, today we are taking a look at the WWE Mattel Global Superstars, the Rated R Superstar, Edge. A really cool figure, one I've wanted to review for you guys for a little while now. I remember back in the day, the old Jakks figures, the Edge head scans and the Edge figures were some of my favourite. I ended up selling them, but I had a really hard time getting rid of them because I loved them a lot. I was lucky enough to pick up this Edge at my local Target, of all things. I know it's been out for a long time, but thought I'd review it for you guys. Really excited. This is, of course, an Edge from, I guess, the end of his career towards WrestleMania and the feud he had with Alberto Del Rio when he was the World Heavyweight Champion. Shame he's no longer wrestling. He was one of my favourites, certainly very entertaining. When I stopped watching wrestling was shortly after the feud with John Cena, where Super Cena was really starting to gain traction. Loved watching Edge as a heel. Loved his battles with RVD and John Cena 2005, 2006 for the WWE Championship. Just a really exciting and entertaining wrestler and a really cool looking figure as well. Nice shot on the left of Edge. As you can see, this is an older figure with the older style logo. And taking a look on the back, we see a better shot of Edge. Was lucky enough to actually see him take on John Cena in a steel cage match 9 years ago now. It's a long time. But I remember it was awesome. I was one of the few people, at least out of my friends, that was actually cheering for Edge. I remember Cena was very popular, but just for whatever reason, never really could get into him. Was always a fan of Edge. Other figures in the set, of course, we've got CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, Great Khali, and Zack Ryder. So a decent wave of figures. I've reviewed Great Khali and Alberto Del Rio. CM Punk I'll review a little bit later. But yeah, let's get Edge opened up. Okay, and here we've got Edge opened up and out of packaging, and a really awesome figure. Even though he's a basic figure, he's got a ton of detail. I'll zoom in on the face so you guys can see that. I think they did a really good job. Definitely looks like Edge. I'm a big fan of the Jakks head scan. I still think the Jakks faces are a little bit better, especially the texture and everything they had on the beard and facial hair. But this certainly isn't bad. I think they did a good job. There is a lot of detail on the hair, which is nice. Now, it's a shame because a lot of Edge's career I actually missed. I stopped watching wrestling just after WrestleMania 22, just after 22, when Undertaker beat Batista for the championship. I gave up wrestling. I was just starting to get a little bit sick of it. John Cena had been cleaning up, and I was starting to lose a little bit of interest. So I stayed, watched The Undertaker win the World Heavyweight title and defend it for a little bit, and then stopped wrestling pretty much until I heard The Rock was back and Brock Lesnar. But still, so even though this is a figure that I never really saw Edge in this attire, it still looks freaking awesome. I mean, look at the detail on that. I think that is really cool. Very nice indeed. A lot of detail. I mean, he makes for a really cool figure. I'll zoom in on the tattoo so you can see that. I think Mattel did a really good job with those. Also on the forearm there. And then on the other side as well. I mean, I think they really nailed the detail on Edge. I think they did an excellent job with this guy. Now, in terms of articulation, he's got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, swivel waist, legs move forward and back, bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and swivel in the ankle. So a decent range of articulation there, which is always good. Now, Mattel did recently release a Ringside Collectibles exclusive Rated R Superstar Edge, and that is an incredibly well-made figure. Unfortunately, I was not able to pick it up, so the best I'm going to be able to do is a Jakks WWE Championship and a Jakks cloth coat. Absolutely, this guy is a must-have, and hopefully you've enjoyed this review on WWE Mattel's Rated R Superstar Edge.